Yes. Nice to see you.
Yeah, from the Northeast. There's a chair here, Cheryl. One chair here.
Yeah, I want Justin.
Because I was going to say you could just pull it.
Yeah, I'll put it
to pull it on chair.
One chair there.
But I can do it on that.
Amma, you need to sit with your area.
Yeah, Hillary's here.
There. All the way on the other way. I sign in here.
Justin. These are for us.
Hillary's sitting there, so.
Does everybody have a name tag so I know who you are? Because I can't remember my name either.
You're still working.
I'm working part-time. Not this week because of my little sleep problem. Actually, I did work 2 days this week until I woke up Wednesday morning. Yeah, I'm almost done. Everything's going with you?
I mean, I'm still working at 40. And I still volunteer at 2 elementary schools. I volunteer. I've been helping my niece. She has 2 little boys. One is 2 and one is like 10 months to go to. I've been helping her. Can't hold her anymore.
Well,
I'll be back.
parents need a lot of help now.
Oh, they do.
My wife is off trying to move all my her mother's stuff out of the house. Her mother's almost 96.
Does she live here?
Michigan. So I've been home alone, which is just as well because the last thing my wife needed was 4 inches of sewage.
Yeah, they were always here.
How are your daughters?
Doing great. They really are. One started a job for a professor at MIT in Boston.
Oh, wow.
And the other one works and lives in England.
Yeah, I knew she did.
They've had their ups and downs, but they're doing.
I'll stand in. Hello. I feel a little silly up here. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Continue to get food and get settled in. We had to make a little adjustment in the agenda real quick because we had originally planned to just do a welcome and start with the site-based budgeting training right away. But Dr. Comfort is doing the bond liaison training, and so that runs till 6, so he's on his way. So we said, like, let's start with our area conversation first. We have done this the last time we got together, and it was a really lovely time. We had great conversations, and I was like, okay, the goal was we want to create a list of how feeder schools or schools in the same area connect together. Like, what are little things? What are you, like, for example, what are the Russell kids doing with Doherty, or the Jenkins kids doing with Doherty, or what are the Monroe kids are doing with Mitchell? And how are these things flow together? And we wanted to create a list so we can have a list of ideas for everybody to look at if they want to create more community within their area. What we ended up having is a lot of conversation and no one wrote anything down, which was great. We had a great time. So this time I tried to be a little bit more prepared. So you have a little note there on your table, and I was like, let's write down who sits at the table. And then there's 2 questions. You can ask either one. If you kind of run into a dead end with the first one, go to the next one. And if one of you guys at each table could take a couple notes about, so I can go home with these papers and have something to take with me to start the writing of the list, right? The other paper, I thought, we have a bunch of little holes in our SAC chair names and emails. So the ones that I have confirmed, I already wrote down. So you will have your schools listed here. And if you're here and you know when you're meeting, who's your SAC chair, what's their email, if you fill that in, that would be awesome. Thank you. All right. One more thing to share. We have some openings at our DAC right now. So we could use, I think, at least 2 more elementary school parents.
Middle school, high school.
A middle school or high school parent, a parent of an ELL student, and a parent involved with a charter school. If you have someone you know you could talk into or might be interested, send them our way. So we'd love to talk to them. It's a once a month meeting. It doesn't take up too much time. It elevates your voice, and we really love to have new voices in our committee. Do you want to add anything, Sven?
No, that was lovely.
That was lovely. It was sufficient, right?
I tried to print off a couple flyers so people could scan the QR or take a picture or take it with you to your SAC meetings. And my printer with all of its new ink just like, no. So I will try to email, then you can email them.
Yeah.
Because I have a link, so like if you go to your SAC meetings and you're like, oh, I bet so-and-so, or even you yourself might be interested. I have all the information there and then like a quick QR code so you can just fill out the thing and I'll contact you. But of course,
Yeah.
$60 in ink later did nothing.
Yeah, if you send that, I'm happy to put it to my SAC team.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you. Yeah, I'll send it to you. So that was basically all the big updates I had. Did any of you guys go to the bond liaison training this morning? That was the earlier one. Did you? Was that a?
It was a hit.
Yeah, it was, there's some information and some conversations coming your way, so hang in there for that. And one more thing I think you might want to talk about and look out for is, so every school is doing a community engagement project. It's called CAFE. It's Community and Family Engagement. That's what CAFE stands for, together with like kind of guidance from the Family and Community Partnership Collaborative. They're getting, they're helping people to get these things together. That's coming up soon. So maybe ask at your SAC or talk about it if you're not if you're not already involved in that one. Just to put that on your radar. That's going to be a fun thing to do. All right, go ahead, start talking about the wonderful things you do together in your area.
Our parents.
They're at the bottom of the first page. How you connect.
Now that we've got food.
Oh my gosh, you do that? No way. Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Like, how is your pantry going?
So Doherty. My granddaughter.
Are they wanting food now or just like
They are office here. So they're coming from parent share and they're getting 2 grants that allow students to purchase, or allow the school to purchase food from Costco and was Walmart also? I don't remember. Yeah. I don't remember. It's grant funded. It's a 2-year grant that they were awarded. 5,000. Yeah. So, and student run.
In collaboration with Coronado.
Coronado's involved too?
Well, they were our mentors because they've been open for quite a while. So, yeah.
But I understand that Mitchell's ROTC, their OTC students came to read. ELL? Yeah. Okay.
That was, and a lot of them went to Monroe. Are now here.
All right.
That was a wonderful idea.
I'm so glad, and that I heard that, you know, the top kids, the boys, got all the songs, the little kids, and were like super sweet, and
An open house.
they were brotherly size of us.
They were amazing.
What did your kids say about that?
You gotta put them so we can see them.
Oh, yeah. And
You know, already have
they were because they would read and then they would say, does anybody have any questions? And so
Oh, yeah.
are good for asking questions.
A lot of the
So I'm from Doherty, and I just want to say I appreciated them putting, like, when we had our 8th grade open house, that we actually had signs and Russell, and Jenkins' 8th grade was at Doherty, but they knew where to go to invite them to come to the open house.
like I even said you should do it once a month.
Because I don't know, hey, we haven't done that in the past. We've had to put signs up at the school.
The yard signs?
Yeah. Oh, you have?
Put them up at the middle school.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I saw them at Russell when I drove by there, and I was like, oh.
And I love how the babies do it there, just say the funniest good.
Oh, yeah. They all do it, they're proud.
There was, yeah, and we hosted that GT, the Gifted and Talented Night. It was awesome. Yeah, we're pretty proud of that. Hi. Is it my turn?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, talk. Sherry.
Mitchell Student Council.
I mean, at the high school level, what took because it's how our schools are connected, right?
We just had our very first 8th grade Discovery Day. So we invited 8th graders from our feeder schools to
different schools in different ways.
walk around the building and be hosted by.
Like one thing that's on the radar right now is High Trails is going to be here before we know it.
From all over, or just
Trails are robotics.
Jenkins and Swipe.
And
Slaggard,
Saban's robotics
Saban,
team
Galileo,
conducted the competition, working together.
How is High Trails funded at Doherty? Because Freedom does it too, and the funding is going to be an issue in the future.
We pay, we provide the council, like the high school counselors. And so the only thing on a monthly basis is paying the sub to the liquor teacher who goes with them.
What's your position?
Was that the feeder schools?
I'm the principal.
They went to 2 buildings, I think. Monroe and Twain, and a third one actually. Monroe, Twain, and
Back when I was in D11, every kid went to, there was a year every kid went to High Trails. Now it's only certain schools that pay for it to do that.
I just got a letter from Saban that GMP is going, however funding
So what would you guys
is
like to see
not
Marathi
quite
do
there.
again?
Yeah, well, that's different. Yeah,
And so,
GMP
like, I
always
was
goes
like-
to camp too.
But it's, it's not, no, but it's like a,
Twain, Wilson, Monroe.
oh, okay.
Yes.
So that makes sense.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that.
That's something to talk about.
Yeah, the walkthrough.
Were you avid or like an equivalent? I was talking to someone at another high school.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know who's coming from. We used to have avid.
I'm glad to hear you say that because I had to question whether that was on our calendar or not recently.
Yeah. We have a freshman study hall essentially, and they include SEL strategies in order to, as an intervention in the ninth grade level. I actually love avid, and I would consider recommending it. But
Is there a reason that they don't do it? Like,
yeah, it was funded by the district, and then that funding went away, and it was like if you wanted as a school, you pay for it. And at the time, our avid teacher, because you have like avid strategies in your classes, and then you have an actual avid teacher, and that person wasn't like the greatest for the position, and so why don't we collapse it now when we do it at a later time?
I think what you heard was that eventually Marauders would be
That was where the bond was.
you just hit all the meanings. Like,
Learn how to read.
So Mitchell would mentor younger kids.
Well, I was gonna say in the past, I feel like that Doherty has done a pretty good job of trying to help their feeder schools, like even at the elementary level, providing volunteers for things. I mean, so much that there are other times that there are other schools from other areas that try to get kids from Doherty to come.
Yeah.
So,
And we do it.
we just need to keep trying to do that, to support, so they want to come to Doherty.
We have so many leadership organizations for students that, like, if you ever email me and say, hey, I need 5 students for whatever, it's like, okay, somebody will do it.
we email for like 50 and they still come. Like, forget 5. I'm like, can I have 100?
You know, Read Across America is in a month.
will be
can
there
do Dr.
early.
Seuss Week.
I love that.
Have them come in and read.
I'm Justin, and this is Cheryl. We're with Scott Elementary SAC, so yeah, my first year doing SAC, so I'm just trying to learn as much as I can, just making sure we set it up right and do it right. So.
And I'm Carl. I'm a recovering SAC member, so I don't have any current experience. Our youngest is 22, and she was the 11th product, and she just started her first full-time job. So I go back. I used to be a SAC chair in elementary, DAC chair and Mama Velvet, but I'm here to learn from you all because I'm out of it for about 5 years.
I am Springs. I'm here on behalf of Rudy, but I really like Saban. I really like Jake. I'm partial to Doherty. We're at Doherty at the moment. I like all of this. Oh yeah, he like walked in a year ago and was like, Doherty. I'm like, cool, you can just school then. So we live close.
We also invited
the
our
running,
schools for a
the new
production,
running
the drama.
Oh my gosh, Justin Stokes.
Yeah, like
Incredible. Yeah.
so that's my son wanted to go to Coronado because of the running, but then he heard this whispering, like, and then Paycheck sent him over to say hi to him during PE, so then they got to meet. And he's like, "Can I join a club of running?" I'm like, "No, I'm not taking you to any more sports, but like, you can run when you're at Doherty." He wanted to do what's the one that you do on the side? It's like sharks.
What else?
Not land sharks, but the same kind of thing. Oh, what Kelly, that's what I wanted to do. And they run in Denver. I'm like, no.
We can talk about that. Like club running.
Yeah, it's club running.
Yeah.
And when is the planetarium going to be?
He just has siblings. I'm like, I can't
Say,
figure
in the next year, they hope to be able to open up.
And you have 3 acres.
Well, we're opening up to our feeder schools
But he is
first.
just all.
But the planetarium is open for Mitchell classes now. And I
Tell him, like, knock it off.
next year, I think we're opening it
Better
up.
be good at school.
I'm Jessica. I'm at Freedom Elementary. Yeah. I'm a 5th grader there.
Oh, you're a 5th grader, so.
So yeah, you're coming. My kids are
Who's also our astronomy teacher.
well, we will explore schools for the
Yes.
future and see what we think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez, this is getting a great upgrade.
It is getting a great upgrade.
I was in there the other day. We were in there the other day. We put hard hats on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because there's actually
That's cool.
5 seats.
I mean, it was concrete and steel, but.
We want to fill all of those
That's
seats,
cool.
but we want to make sure we're intentional about it. So long story short,
Windows and
yes, we are accessing
Oh, yeah.
for kind of practice purposes.
Oh, they're
students are accessible.
Yes, like, so they're, you can kind of start seeing doors down. Yeah, my kids. That was fun. But now he loves it.
He loves it. It's pretty easy going to high school.
Yes, well, and we live right there, so I can go to Jenkins and Doherty and Rudy, and like I can pick everybody up and drop them all off.
So one of your kids is a freshman?
No, he's an 8th grader.
8th grader, okay.
But he like is really excited to go to Doherty because they've already been there, and so he's just like,
It's easy.
let me
It'll
go.
be just, I know, that's my neighbor down the street. So it's like, it was easy because she's
There's no nerves.
you kind of know, you know, you're not scared of the school.
Right.
Yeah, like they have it down and for a year and a half. Yeah, and for us, just like if I had to go to West, that would have made it harder. But we just live right there, so I could drive in a big circle.
Right.
And it actually worked out. Yes, like the Jenkins traffic, I don't have to deal with. I drop them off on the staff side of Doherty, kick them to the curb, I'm like, see you later, walk home. It has worked out.
Oh, yeah, because traffic in Jenkins.
Oh,
I would say.
yeah. Well, then I go to Saban after I go, like, because I've got kids at both schools, and so yeah, I'm like, oh, I'll take this. Totally okay.
Well, because I always pick my kids up at the park across the street from Saban.
Yeah, that's sometimes I'm like, meet me at the trailer park.
It's a long day. For my
Yeah, it's true. I know.
but I do drop her off at Jenkins.
But yeah, it's one that's what.
Yeah, it makes it really
Yeah, and my kid's been doing basketball, so yes, I take the bus. Well, so they have a daughter, not us, but they have a daughter from and they have a son at Timberview. And the dad just, so yeah, it just makes sense. But like, I think this
Yeah, so and then,
I just got a great experience.
No. That's not legit.
I know speaking. Oh, okay. But he wanted to,
I feel like it has been kind of big. At least in this one.
I think after this,
So my friend just was on the phone with her bragging about it. They just like,
we're not going on. Did you see that your dad did like the training thing for the stuff earlier this week and how that like they're nice.
whatever, I mean, because, you know, the conservatives.
Essentially,
That's my, I always said that.
It's like,
I don't really know where can I go to.
Yeah, that's, I know that's
And there was, I mean, there's departments.
I don't mind,
and I was like, if I get rid of this position, this person doesn't have a job, like, should I have it? When HR is there, to give you
and so, like,
oversight for the graduation has that been something that Mitchell and then contact leaving school and all the kids go together and that elementary school.
So 2 days ago. Okay,
Your counselors reach out. I'm not positive.
I know.
Right, she really didn't get it.
You need to go
Star was there. Easy for him to keep getting stuff.
Okay, Hillary has an idea she wants to share. Okay.
So, I think, I mean, my capacity is about this big to add anything else to my plate. But, and this is not something that I thought of. So I will cite my source, which is Manitou Schools. But there was 1 year that the art programs collaborated between a high school and an elementary school.
Tell us more.
And students worked on their descriptive writing strategies, like probably aligned to some standards somewhere.
Oh, you already.
And the charge for the elementary school students was to describe, I'm going to call it a monster, but I don't have children, so I don't know what impact that would have on your children, to write about a monster in 2nd grade and then go home and sleep. I'm sorry. Huh? Oh, well, they just, like, they use the paragraph to describe what the monster would look like, what they would look like, what they would smell like, what they would, like, do they have hair, do they have scales, do they, how big are they? Those descriptions were handed over to the high schoolers. The high schoolers would create a 3D image, a 2D image, a computer generated whatever, and then they would have like an opportunity to give the art to the child and have a display and like an art opening. And I mean, I wasn't there, but I saw some pictures and they looked and I always think that that would be a super between like even the middle school and the elementary school, and
We don't have a wider representation.
it would be something really neat to do in our area.
That would be really cool.
Don't necessarily all feed into sweat. Yeah.
Maybe having, they set groups that, like, other
Where did it go
schools that
primarily?
all the same night, the same location.
I would say
A room like Authority, and then Carver, Rudy,
the percentage is not
Jacob. Everyone's kind of there, and they're, so when they're making their meetings, they would have to network to have a cup of coffee, communicate, so it's not just the exact meeting.
I remember most schools, they had their schools come into their so that was kind of the discovery day.
Yeah. I'm just saying yes. I don't know what the exact ask, but yes, because that's my favorite word.
Because we have lots of space.
We will next year.
And I know we'll have more space. It's a little bit different than your area.
I don't know, I really feel like there's a lot of people.
Part of saving feeds into well, the other half of the saving area feeds into so they are feeding all of those directions. But I'm wondering.
Thank you, Kim. And here's the work. Kids that should be coming here from state local authorities and state with their anger in my voice. Anyway.
We're combined with, we're Scott, we're combined with PTA right now.
I think that we cannot let this lead into like who do these boundaries and who's going to
Yeah, because we have Ruby, Freedom, Scott. Yeah, we don't have Freedom, Harvard. We have Martina. Well, there is a SAC because I go to it, and there's generally like 2 of us, but it's not including the principal, so. Yeah, I didn't know that was crap. I had all the Tony about. Yeah. You should. Thank you. He does the teacher SAC? No, he does. I said there's like 2 people plus me, not including the principal. So it's very. That was and I know Carver in the past is to have a SAC. I don't think they have one this year. That'd be real He's very yeah, there's usually a variety of MMA. Like, I think one has like a big officer.
I wonder if any of those ideas got written down.
Yeah. Is there a hot? Katie came, but she was like subbing, so she was like on her off year, just came like part-time. During the day? Yeah, it's at 9 yeah, and so we have one like every other month. What do you expect? And then another,
Interpret the writing. I'm sure that those kids that are writing are very clear.
But I haven't seen them.
I want to write that.
I don't know.
And I like kids work on descriptive writing, right? I don't know what you guys do down there.
Yeah, we could pair.
You guys need to get together.
We
see each other out.
I just have no construct. Like we try that in elementary. It's like what?
Depending on what level of writing you make.
Do we have our
Maybe not a lot of.
I just do mine during my
Kids would,
We'll be able to
down at
like your kids.
yeah, but like, I tried to look something up. I have literally no perception. It says SOS only. Oh, especially in this room. With like,
Do you
Jeff was really college.
So it's a competitive.
and I don't, they don't think she'll get on.
Right, kind of like.
She's like, she was competitive for 2 years.
It entails all the subjects and competitive. My nephew participated in several scholarships. But yeah, I don't think like you can help me. There's that talk about
But we're supposed to be lefty.
But what are we really doing? Those kids for GT kids that are really it's very challenging. Very hard. So look at
I grew up in elementary school level, and I was like, every single time when the transition came, and the one night for JP. I don't know. So we went that one. Oh my God. Right.
Well, because Brandon was playing.
Oh, no.
Well, it's when
I just meant yeah, it was kind of what we talked about. Potentially as well.
Oh yeah, they switched it so this isn't at the end, it's at the beginning.
Yeah, but I thought maybe it was. I didn't realize how long.
I don't know, I can't remember how much time they allotted.
But yeah, every night. I was expecting to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Your dog is oh, your dog has fun. Okay. But it would be still nice to get
So by then I should have.
So you can bring up every staff workshop. Don't you think? Desserts.
That's the problem. You're high school put something that's like we have sunshine days all the time.
Well, it depends on what you
But I think you don't have to. No, I think right.
At the elementary school, they're very like,
Yeah, they are.
but maybe. Okay, do they usually like ID check you when you come get your kid? Is that where? Doherty Jenkins.
Yes.
They do.
Yes, they do. Yes.
They're supposed to at least.
Well, they do. Well, because they don't. I mean, the high school is so big. And middle school is so big. Like,
Yeah, it's huge. No, that's what we were just talking, that they generally, the security for, that's down at the main office that calls up to Jenkins.
Because I mean, like when I was in elementary, like they
Yes, it's small enough. Yeah.
But yeah,
We just
now they
like, maybe we have like those nice mom vibes where they're like, we trust you.
Oh, really?
Like, because I don't think.
Oh, the security guard doesn't ask.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I just am like, maybe I just give that nice mom vibe where they're like, your office. But this is like the like the actual security, not the office.
Yeah.
Because I think they would ID me. I'm not offended at it because it's stupid. He's not going to go with someone he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Stranger danger.
So Julie. Hillary Yeah, H-I-N-T-O-N.
I don't know if I've ever known her last name.
It's hard to read that.
It's on my lap.
Like staring really hard, like.
Hey, I just writing a note. Contact you for volunteers. Well, because she was assistant principal at Doherty for several years.
Oh, okay.
She's been there for
like you know.
So I feel like I know whatever you were doing. It's just like, hey, you know, we need somebody in February, and I'm like, oh yeah, Decca was really busy in February, so she has to wait for, you know,
Oh yeah, yeah.
3 or
Yeah.
2 or whatever.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, It's supposed to open this month, I thought.
It was supposed to open January 6th. So now we are looking at taking over occupancy next week with some kind of event, I think, on the 26th of February.
But then all the buildings, all the construction buildings moved.
Repaint the what? Oh my gosh! I pulled up the other day and I was like, well, that looks like junk. So, what is it with colors? So we did a bunch of last fall. We decided to paint it.
The sheds in the back by the children.
I've been sick. It's really my athletic director and I are like sister and brother. I said, we're gonna paint those sheds black. And he was like, no, you're not. I know. Like, yes, we are.
It's ridiculous.
And then we painted it black. He was like,
I take it all the time.
Just listen to me. So I take
15,000 I use. So I take a lot of it, and then I take a multivitamin with D3 in it. So I've got a lot of it, but I don't know how I got sick. Good. I mean, I take a probiotic too. I take I take a lot of immune vitamins. Yeah, I take a lot of those.
Oh yeah.
Can you get your neighbors to come to Julie? Is she next to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's next to you, Julie? Okay, you're both from.
I was like, oh, this is a lot of work.
So when I was because this is supposed to be about how to engage your school community as well.
No, it was COSA.
So when I was a Monroe student, we had career day, and we had people come in and motivate us to think about outside the box. What do you want to be when you grow up? So that's something
I think we're really good at
schools
it.
can do.
Everything that they were offering. If I was a small
what parents do we have?
didn't have
We
a
have a parent who's
connection.
a firefighter or a newscaster or
Majority of
an architect or whatever. So it's another Dr. Seuss idea too, right? Ask a parent or a professional.
Yes, but it's the same people.
Like this around the business is like Canes partners with the district, right? So invite somebody from Canes to come in and instead of giving something away, will you come and read to our kids?
Yeah. So we have a volunteer project.
Drywallers,
Engagement office.
So that's a parent family idea, but also
Her name is Tasha Brand.
community
Our Tasha Brand. Just one time. Yeah, I know.
You're like, paint my
Just throwing that out there.
If somebody would have lasered them, I haven't been around so long.
Get her done. I don't care how.
Just give some kids a couple buckets and be like, okay, we're
love it.
trusting you. And like,
The leadership team. Some teams. You guys have a key club? Yeah, key club.
We don't.
Okay.
That's when it just started this year.
That would they could paint it.
There was something happening.
They wanted to know what I was saying when I was speaking Spanish. They took it upon themselves to take Spanish in middle school and high school.
However that works.
And, all right, we went to
Oh, you just can shake it. Like, really? Oh no.
Well, and we don't have the
Yeah, side of the
You're gonna go try to steal some. That's good. Yeah. Sharon, you're killing this one.
Listen, you are wiped out. I'm sick. I need to
We lost a student, that's why we lost.
You came for the most important
Oh, okay.
And we lost 85.
There's no dessert. That's true.
Wow. We're not money.
So if we can combine the SAC workshop, yeah, because there we get dessert. And here we get the food. That's funny. Yeah, that is good.
In some way, I hope he has a microphone a bit.
He can.
He needs to have a microphone.
Well, thank you. That was lovely. I hand it over to Brandon.
Yay.
Hi, everybody. Hello. I apologize if I'm losing my voice. I've had like 3 presentations today, so I don't normally talk that much. And so it's on the way out. Super happy to be here. Want to thank the Mitchell clan for hosting us. I wish we would have been here during the day. You could see all of the incredible work that's happened to Mitchell over the last couple of years, and you can see some of the things that we continue to need to do here. So it's always cool to get to spend time in the school. Also want to call out the presentation you're going to see tonight. We've been building over the last couple of months with a little task force with members of this team. If you're on my task force, can you raise your hand? There they are. Let's give them a round of applause. They have to hang out with me even more often than you do. Okay, we're going to talk about school-based budgeting. Tonight we're in our 2nd year of implementation. I have some slides tonight, and then we're going to end with an activity. We're actually going to break apart into some groups and go pretend like we have a school and we get to allocate resources and build a budget so that you guys can see what our principals are actively doing right now. We're going to start just kind of talking, a reminder of our vision. We'll talk about the parameters, and then the SBB task force, what we've been spending a lot of time on is what does it look like to have meaningful SAC engagement in a budget build? And so they've developed, I think if it hasn't been handed out, it will be handed out, a one-pager of really good questions to consider as your principals start to reach out to you. As we frame our budget, we frame always in our overall strategy, which obviously is to improve academic performance of our students. We do this at a district level, and obviously we have the expectation that when schools are building their budgets, they set that and they frame that in what do students need most. And so this is, as a reminder, what our overall state proficiency levels were last year. 45% of our students can read on grade level and 30% of our students can do math on grade level. So if you feel like some of our budget decisions have been dramatic, they have been. And they've been that way to try to change these numbers. And yes, we are changing those numbers, not at the pace in which we need to. Doesn't always mean our budget decisions are the right decisions, but they are guided by these primary numbers. Here's a couple of other numbers. So what you'll see is consistent growth over multiple years. That's really hard to do. And the slope of that line is in no way steep enough, right? If you listen to our board meetings, you'll hear us reminded of that. One more slide there as we look at